What's going on, everybody? This is Marcus from Shattered Sun, and you're watching PureGrainAudio. There's this one place in kind of the town we started out in, Corpus Christi. It's not around anymore, obviously, but it used to be called the Compound, and it was like literally a furnace room, and like the stage was like so high to where you like couldn't stand on it because you're so close to the ceiling, and man, you just sweat out, 20 pounds there. It was just brutally horrible. No monitors, no anything. So props to the guys out there that set up that for us. That's awesome. When we went on tour with Testament and Exodus, the first night we played was in San Francisco Regency Ballroom. So it's like the birthplace of thrash, you know what I mean? And we were a relative unknown at that time, and they raised up our banner, and our sound check was horrible. And as we were walking up to the stage, I was so nervous, man. And you just hear the crowd chanting, "Exodus, Exodus," with our banner on the stage. So it was, it got me to the point where I got really nervous and I threw up like right when I was walking up on stage. But the cool thing about it was, right when I lifted my head out of that trash can, Chuck Billy was there, and kind of just reminded me of why he signed us and why we were on that tour. So it was definitely cool. It was one of those experiences I'll never forget. One of the worst crowds we played to, and it wasn't even because of the crowd. I think it was just because of the situation. It was the Atlanta Mayhem Fest date. That was very, very tough. It was super hot. There was, very little people there, and, rightfully so with all the drama that went on that tour. But, for us, it was just kind of a, grit your teeth, get up there and play, go through it. And, we're pros now, so that's a part of it, Basically, by the end of the tour, it smells like complete ball sack. And I mean that with a purpose, dude. And everybody out there's gonna be, oh, this guy knows what ball sack smells like. Well, when you're in a van with 10 other dudes for 2 months at a time, you'll get acclimated with it real quick. I think it might have to been on this tour when we played Des Moines a few nights ago. They had this huge PA set up, and we went in there thinking, oh, it's gonna be cool. Oh no, they rented out a small PA for the opener to use, and it was just tough, man. They cut like 15 minutes into our set time because they didn't know how to set the thing up. So that was by far the worst sound, lights, monitoring that we've ever had. This tour as well. We went the other night with some people from some of the other bands, and it was actually me and my girl were like the only ones who went, because all the guys, they wanted to stay and sleep. And me and my girl, she runs merch for us. We were like, oh, you know what? Let's get out and let's hang with these other bands. And we went to this strip club, and it was amateur night. So and let's just say it smelled like ass, and the dance moves were even worse. So the place was called Shades. So don't go to that place if you see it pop up somewhere. I got food poisoning from a fucking Burger King one time, and I have sworn off fucking fast food since. Like, it's one of those moments where, you have catering at the thing, but after, you leave the venue and you're in the van, you had a few brews, you're like, let's stop and get some fucking Burger King. And I got some chicken fries. Fucked me all up, man. And I was throwing up all the next day, man. Diarrhea all over the place. It was a bad time, but we still had to go play. Any porta potty on Mayhem Fest after our set time, which was like at 2 o'clock, anytime after that, it was fucked up and horrible. It looked like a scene from Texas Chainsaw Massacre in that motherfucker, man. But you know what? It sucked, but at the same time, man, those are stories to tell your friends and your family, and you look back on and you laugh and you say, man, that's what it was about, those memories, in the van and in the fucked up porta potties and fucked up backstages. And that's what it's about, man. It's rock and roll. You got to roll with the punches either way.